We are here. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it. We have made it. We made it to Conversations with Teresa, y'all. Thank you so much for chiming in. I hope you can feel the excitement that I have. If you can't, you will feel it because it's been all day. It's been brewing, it's been coming. This is a long time coming, and I am glad to be able to share this time with you. Thank you for showing up. It means the world to me that you guys are here. I love having conversations. When we were trying to think of a name to start this podcast, we were thinking like talking with Teresa because of the T's and things like that. But the conversations, it reminds me so much of like being able to sit around with my friends and we laugh and we joke and we can get deep. Just lots of different things, but Conversations with Teresa means the world to me. And again, it means the world that you showed up. So thank you. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to ask you that you're here. You made it all the way here. Let me know that you're here. Let me know how I know you or where you're from or something that I know that I'm not just talking to a screen. And this setup right now, this is just for this show. Oftentimes, or more than often, we're going to have guest speakers that come on and we'll be talking about the subject matter that I will get into very, very soon. So let me start off a little bit about myself. If you don't know, now you'll know. I am a super chill person. I love having fun. I'm kind of like one of those people first one down for a party. I am that young woman who's living, yes, I did say young woman, living my best life right now. All right. I am, again, beyond excited and just filled up. So I get a chance to be married to the absolute finest man on this planet. Carl, you guys know I've been talking about him all over Facebook and everything. And together we have the chance to raise 5 amazing kids. We have 4 boys and our baby girl. My family is lit, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, as my kids be saying. And we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Oh, thank you. Oh, it is so great to see all you guys come on up. I see you. Miss McKay, Jesse, thank you guys so much. Alicia, come on, cuz. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So just to tell you guys how Conversations with Teresa started. And this was always working and I just didn't even know it. So back in July, I was laid off of my job due to a reduction in workforce. And I had never gone through something like that before. And I had so many of my friends, so many of you guys concerned, like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. What are you going to do? And I don't know, again, maybe it's just my nature, but I was like, I guess I'll find another job. It was just one of these things, and the reality is that I do understand that some people go through a layoff and it is hard. But I think there's been enough hard things that I've gone through in my life to realize that usually I come out stronger, I come out better, I come out learning something from it. So I really wasn't worried about it. So you want to know what I did on my last day? I went to the beach. I just chilled. I just took a beat and just said, you know what? I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. So, and the reality was that I have been working since I was 14 years old, y'all. I was tired, again, young woman, about to be 53. Woo, woo. I ain't got no shame in that. What? Living my best life. But I was tired. And so what I did was I consulted with my sweetie, my wow, and I asked him, can I just take the summer off? And being the wonderful man that he is, he said, ain't nothing but a chicken wing. No, he didn't really say that, but he gave his full support. And I really, really thank him so, so much for that. So you would think, okay, I'm not working anymore. You're not doing anything. You're just chilling. But sometimes it takes you a little while. Like when you're on vacation, it kind of takes you like 3 or 4 days to kind of get to the vacation mode where you are fully like chill. It took me weeks to kind of chill and realize, okay, I'm actually not going to work right now. Um, and then after, I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks after I was, I was able to start thinking about, okay, well, what is next? What will I do next? I'm not really sure. Or I wasn't really sure. Um, what I had to do, and what was a good thing for me, is I looked back and I evaluated what I knew for sure I did not want. And I also looked at what I knew I did want. What are the things that really has consistently given me joy, has given me so much happiness. And it came down to investing in others and really lifting other people up, helping others to get from one point to another and helping them feel victorious. And I spent most of my career working with, inspiring, training, and coaching young people of Boston. Loved, loved being able to do that. Shout out to the Boston Private Industry Council. You guys still have my heart, and all the great things that we're able to do. And then outside of work, my husband and I have been able to, and still do. We work with, minister to, coach, counsel, and inspire young people as well, along with their families. And we have a fantastic community. Hands down, it has to be one of the best communities. And many of you guys are here listening now. I so appreciate you guys being here. But when I started thinking about it, I started saying, okay, what is it when I went to apply to various positions? What am I going to do? So I searched for positions that would allow me to incorporate those very things that I love. It really boiled down to training, learning, and development. And that's really what I was drawn to. I fully love it, and I feel like I'm really good at it. But what if I didn't have to work in the traditional way? That whole 9 to 5, 8 to 4 thing, vacations a couple of weeks out of the year. What if I could train, coach, inspire on a larger scale, a wider audience? The more I thought about it, it was no longer what if I could, but how can I make it happen? I had a mind shift, and I was like, I don't want to go back there. And I figured out where else can I go besides that? So I used my not working a traditional job time, and I put some things into action. I was able to acquire some coaching certifications, offering up my not so shy speaking skills up in a variety of platforms. I started this podcast, whoop, whoop, and with some other things kind of percolating in the background, it's on. The time has allowed me to narrow down what I really want to do. And I am forever grateful for being laid off. Over the years, various things have come up in conversations and situations, both at work and personal lives. It seemed that made me think, if we as people can get these things in check, the things that we'll be talking about in the podcast, we would be better off. And not that these are the only things that would make us better off, but I thought, let's get started somewhere. So the things that I really want to talk about that we'll end up talking about on this podcast are work-life balance, confidence, and communication. And we'll talk a little bit more about why I chose those things. So, for instance, work-life balance, or what I call life balance, because typically life is kind of a little out of whack, right? It's not really a balance. When you think about a balance, you think about the scale, and it's just like I have the perfect amount of time at work and the perfect amount of time. It doesn't really work like that. While I was work, no lie, I'm sure we all done it. I'm at work and I'm, ordering dinner at some point because I'm always thinking about one thing or another, or I'm at home and I'm doing one more email. There's not really a whole balance. But really, when I think about a life balance, I think about taking a look at your values, the things that are most important to you, and holding yourself to them. If you are constantly making choices that align with your value system, you're not in conflict with yourself. And you're not allowing others to sway you either. So if you can stand by your choices and lay your head down at night knowing that you've done the best in your heart, you are going to feel more balanced. You are going to feel more encouraged and more strengthened in the days ahead when you have to make other decisions. So that's the work life balance piece of it. And then we talk about confidence. The lack of confidence in situations can easily bring us to a halt because we lack it in one area in our life. Sometimes we can kind of think that, oh, I don't have confidence in general, but that's really not the case at all. Um, I think only sometimes we can think, or sometimes I've seen other people think that, oh, that person is confident, so they can speak, or that person is confident, so they can do that. In reality, it's not really true. We have confidence, but we don't always think of it that we can grow in that area. If more of us had the confidence in certain areas, we will see ourselves and our confidence actually rise up. And so those are two of the things that we're going to talk about. And then lastly, I say lastly, but there's going to be a whole bunch of conversations with Teresa that happen, right? But lastly, communication. And without good and effective communication, we are all done for. Let me tell you my aha moment when it comes to communication. So I was in a training, I don't know, a few years ago, and this woman starts off. It's with a bunch of managers, so I don't know, it's about 40 or 50 of us in the room, and she says, "How many of you guys grew up in a household where you always knew how to communicate well, where everyone, you know, spoke to each other kindly, and you let the other person speak and you felt heard and things like that?" And so we're kind of looking around each other, and maybe like a few people raise their hand a little sheepishly. And the point of it all, she was saying that because we didn't grow up, society doesn't totally teach us how to do that. Why would we think that in the workplace we were suddenly going to have great communication, and our coworkers would be able to communicate well, and our bosses would be able to communicate well, and we would be able to communicate with our bosses? All of that stuff, all of this stuff is learned stuff. And so if we can learn it, if we can become competent in it, our confidence will grow, our work life balance will be a little bit more balanced out, and we will again be in a much, much better state of being. Okay, I had a script, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where I'm at in my script. I'm just talking right now. But anyway, so right here, from here, Conversations with Teresa was born. Um, and now we're here, and now you're here with me. So, as my kids would say, let's go, or let's go. I think that's how CJ would say it. Um, the goal and the whole point of this time, we will be able to come on, listen to, interact with various hosts that come on. I feel like I know a lot about these subjects, but I don't know everything. And I feel like different voices will also help us to be able to take it in a little differently. So you may hear the voice of, you know, Joe come on, and he may speak to you in a way, and I could have said the same thing the week before. Joe says it a little different way, and then you're like, that's how I can apply it. And that's the whole goal. This is going to be a great community for us to be able to grow and build ourselves up, so that we can also give back in the community that we're in our workplace, in our private lives, and just in general. So I want to make sure that we get that out. So if you can walk with me, podcast with me, what do you call it? Interact with me on here and with the guests, that is going to be great. And who doesn't want to be able to communicate and to be confident and to have more of a balance in their life, right? So that kind of wraps up my story as to how Conversations with Teresa started. I am so honored that you would take this time to listen to this story, to hop on tonight. But I have one more question for you, or one more ask for you. It's actually like three more asks. So I am still learning the power of social media. When you like my post, and thank you guys so much. I've been so encouraged by all the likes between YouTube and LinkedIn and Instagram. Thank you for the shares. It has made a real impact. So don't be shy in the likes and the loves. You guys can keep going on and doing that. Thank you so very much. So keep doing that. It is very powerful and it helps me to get the word out. When you share my video, post or blogs, that's even better. So growing my network, it helps to reach out to others that I couldn't do on my own. I don't know all the people that you know. I don't know where this will go, but I know my vision is for it to go far and wide. So I would really appreciate you guys helping me out in that. So if you find any part of this helpful, if it resonates, if you're like, I think I could learn how to communicate better. I think I could learn how to be more confident. I feel like I need a little bit more balance or a lot more balance in my life. If it's been inspirational in any way, go ahead and share it. I would so appreciate it. And then, most importantly, don't forget to come back. You got to come back. Conversations with Teresa will air on Mondays live and in full effect. We may have some pre-recorded episodes, but the reality is that I love the live. I love being able to talk and interact. I am so encouraged to see the amount of people who's on there. I see you, Matt. I see you, Tolu. I see you, April. Thank you guys so much. I see you, CJ, Christine, Don. Come on, Don Hicks. I'm gonna have you on here because you be doing some stuff. You be laying some stuff down, Don. I appreciate you so much. So anyway, yes, we'll have some lives. We'll have some pre-recorded episodes, and I really, really want you guys to come back, share. Give me some thumbs up, reactions, all that stuff. It makes a big difference. You do that, you absolutely have me 1000%. So that's really what I wanted to share for tonight. I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know where we're going, what we're doing. And this is going to be an incredible journey. I have been afforded time that most people don't get, and I'm not wasting it. I am full in on this. I'm actually holding back some of my excitement. I don't even know why. Probably because the camera's gone like do some crazy stuff or whatever. But anyway, we are here. We got lots to talk about. We have a lot to cover. And the reality is that in our workplace, we need it. I've obviously been in various workplaces where people don't like to go to work all the time, right? People don't want to talk or have this conversation again, or I don't want to do this again, or I anticipate this hard conversation that I'm going to have. This podcast, the hope and the goal is for it to be able to help you, to equip you to be able to communicate, have the confidence and have that balance. Just more wherever you're at, let's raise it up. So again, I thank you guys so much. Thank you, Angie. I see you for coming. Vivian, I see you guys. It makes I can't even say it enough. Thank you so much. And so at this time, if you guys have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, anything that you want to share, I'm going to hang out here for a few minutes, and I'm just going to keep trying. I don't have my glasses. I'm going to keep trying to read any comments that I see come up. But thanks to my husband, my producer, my coach, my champion, I get to have a YouTube channel. Correct me if I'm wrong. I get to have a YouTube channel, a TikTok. I get to have, what else I got? I got LinkedIn. I got all the different social medias that you can think of, or at least that I can think of, that you can follow, that you can share. And so That's going to be great. One other thing that I did want to mention, that it doesn't just stop at the podcast. The podcast is really for my reach, for me to be able to do more and to reach more people. But as I mentioned before, I will be coaching people specifically in confidence coaching. So if you know of someone or someone yourself who is really interested in just being able to narrow down something that I want to be more confident in this area. No, it's not every area of your life, 20 different things. No, we're not doing that. This is not that. But maybe you might say, I want to be more confident in speaking to my my direct reports, or to my boss, or giving presentations, things of that nature. I am absolutely your person. So we'll have some information on the website about pricing and about how that schedule will look. We'll definitely do that. And then the speaking engagements, absolutely. And so if there is a time where you know that your organization can use some of this talk, again, whether it's the work-life balance, really figuring out your values, the confidence, and or the communication, your person. So come and check me out. Again, you can go onto my website, Teresa Aline Live, right? I got so many channels. What is it, Carl?
TeresaAline.com.
TeresaAline.com. Thank you very much. Go to TeresaAline.com. Check me out. We'll be having our booking calendar up very, very soon. We did it, y'all. And I did it with you guys. Thank you so much. Crystal Brown, I see you. I see you, my sister. Thank you so much. Latrice, I see you. Margaret Bell, thank you so much, guys, for coming on. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Again, this means the absolute world to me, that you guys would spend this time, that you would support, that you would lift me up in doing this. Like, share, tell people about it. Tell your boss. We need to have Teresa come on in and speak to us so that we can get back on track. We can align ourselves with the company goals, all that stuff. Talk me up, because I got you. I got you. All right. So I think that's it. I think I've said everything. How did I do, Carl? How did I do?
Pretty good.
Yay! Good. I appreciate you too, Jesse. Tolu, thank you so much. And CJ, I did that, huh? Thank you very much, son. All right, guys, I'm going to tune out. But again, don't forget, come back next Monday, 8:30. However you logged on, you can do that again, or any of the ways that I mentioned, whether it's YouTube, whether it's on my TeresaAline.com, or how else can they do it, Carl?
Any of the platforms.
Any of the platforms.
When in doubt, go to the website.
When in doubt, go to the website. I trust that you guys can hear. But yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been amazing. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you next week. Peace out.